Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at how your vibe makes people feel. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. I'm now going to show you crystals for each pile. So for pile number 1, we have Pyrite. And we have the third eye chakra. For pile number 2, we have Carnelian. And we have the Sacral Chakra. And for pile number 3, we have Strawberry Obsidian. And we have the Violet Flame. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Pick whichever pile you're most drawn to, the one that is calling out to your soul the most, and that will be your pile for today. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number ones. If you chose this Pyrite crystal and the third eye chakra card, card number 8 with pineal perspective, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at how does your vibe make people feel. So I have already put all your oracle cards and tarot cards here. We're going to shuffle them on camera for you. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. So the first cards we're going to use is the Beyond Lemuria Oracle deck. So spirit guides of my pile number ones. How does their vibe make people feel? So we have Earth Star Chakra card number 1 with initiation. And we have the Sound of the Universe with card number 51. At the back of the deck, we have Surrender. Now we're going to use the Vanessa Tarot. So, Spirit Guides of my pile number ones. How does their vibe make people feel? We have the Ten of Pentacles. I love that the Ten of Pentacles is next to the Pyrite crystal. It just gives me this other type of synchronistic vibe because the Pyrite crystal is a crystal of wealth. And here we see in this Ten of Pentacles a lady holding a key to her home. It looks like she's just moving in, and she's moving into this bigger home, and she feels very happy for everything she has. We have the Lovers. And at the back of the deck, we have the Two of Cups. Now we're going to pull some of your tarot cards from the Muse Tarot. So Spirit Guides of my pile number ones. Spirit Guides on my pile number ones. How does their vibe make people feel? We have the Ace of Cups showing up first. We have the Seven of Wands. We have the Eight of Cups. We have the Four of Cups. We have the Moon. How does my pile one's vibe make people feel? Five of Cups in reverse. How does my pile one's vibe make people feel? Okay, we have two cards here. The Queen of Swords. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. I'm just going to put it here in the middle. At the back of the deck, we have the Temperance card. So, my pile number ones, I feel in terms of your vibe and your aura, I'm going to quickly read your vibe and your aura for a few minutes, and then I'm going to talk about how your vibe actually makes people feel, because I feel it kind of just helps me flow a little bit more when I look into your actual vibe first. So, with the third eye chakra card showing up first in your reading, I'm looking at the Nine of Cups, and usually I would read the Nine of Cups in a different way. But I'm looking at all the jewels surrounding her and how her eyes are just closed and she's just kind of looks like she's meditating underwater. Kind of looks like an underwater city. It reminds me of like Lemuria, Atlantis. Maybe some of you have past lives there. But then we also see a genie lamp here. This gives me the impression that in terms of your gift, you are very intuitive. But it is seen as a gem to most people. It is seen as some kind of treasure that they don't easily find in the world. So this is other people's perspectives of your gifts, that it is some kind of treasure, that it allows them to follow some kind of wish of theirs. I wouldn't say make a wish because I feel like you're not a genie, but you're a human, but maybe it allows them to have some kind of gem of wisdom to allow them to follow their dreams, follow their wishes with the genie lamp there. And I guess people would see you, I'm seeing like a crown above your crown chakra with like lots of diamonds and jewels. So people see your intuition as a pretty valuable and sacred gift. But not just valuable, it's seen as a rare gem. It's seen as something where you're almost seen as like royalty to people. Because it's like somehow you have been chosen by God, by the universe, by some type of higher power to be able to see into those higher realms. And the word see, I'm using the word see because I'm looking at the eye here on the Earth Star chakra. I feel like you have been put into an initiation into your gifts to help others. And it's almost like people see you as royalty because it's like, you know, when I see a person embodying a royal energy in a reading, I see it as not just that royalty energy, like people looking up to you, people praising you, and all those beautiful things, but I also see it as a person that has a lot of leadership qualities and skills and cares for the community around them. Because when you look at a king or a queen or someone that is in a royal energy, they are helping those around them. They're taking care of their kingdom if they were a queen or a king, you know what I mean? So it's like people see you as a person in your vibe or your aura that takes care of others, that cares for others, that cares for your community. And with the Moon card and the Eight of Cups, we see 8-8 here. That gives me more of an impression it's even more abundant, it's even more valuable, even more sacred and beautiful. And with the Queen of Swords and the Moon, I feel like you're able to speak to people. As well as with the Sound of the Universe, we have 2 pointers here in your cards to You being able to almost be like a messenger from the angelic realms, from ancestral realms, and from the higher realms. The reason I say ancestral realms is because we see these DNA strands here, and we see this Queen of Swords with an angel wing. So maybe people see you in your vibe or aura as sort of like an earth angel, here to help others, here to guide others through your voice, through things you are speaking about. And it's like people see you in your vibe or your aura as someone that can just speak and be sort of like a messenger from the higher realms, pull information down, channel and decode information from the higher realms and bring it through your voice. There's something about your voice being healing and giving super informative information that is valuable to others. And I'm hearing the word, it helps people thrive, 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 thrive. That's the word I'm hearing. So some of you are clairvoyant. Some of you are perhaps clairaudient with the sound of the universe. Clairvoyance is the ability to see energies, to see spirit, to see auras, to have, very vivid dreams. Or a clairvoyant sometimes is able to envision things and have that strong imagination. Whereas clairsentience, I'm hearing the word clairsentience as well. Okay, well, I want to talk about clairaudience is clear hearing, and it's that ability to hear spirit, or that ability to kind of hear songs or hear words that are applicable for that person. And then clairsentience is that ability to feel out energies, feel out emotions of people. It's sort of like an empathic ability. Then there is also the sense of smell and taste, and the sense of just knowing. There's also people that have an ability to see in the future through their dreams or just in general. So whatever you relate to, it's not really necessary, but the vibe I feel here to focus on is that you have pretty strong gifts. With the moon even, you're able to connect. So this is what people see about your aura. In terms of how your vibe makes people actually feel, people feel like they have, like I said earlier, been shared something pretty valuable and sacred with them that they didn't expect to receive. It's almost like when you come into people's paths, they're very drawn to you for some reason, to you and your vibe. And usually when they are drawn to you, they're drawn to you for a reason. And even if you are not doing readings for people, you could just be speaking and could be channeling messages for them without even realizing. You could be speaking to people and just say things and not realize you're speaking some kind of intuitive truth to them that allows them to see deeper into themselves, that allows them to understand themselves in a deeper level. People get goosebumps when you talk to them, because there's something here about you just knowing things about their life that others wouldn't usually know. And I'm looking at the moon here, and I guess you help people also get in touch with their spiritual side. Especially people that are a little bit unsure of their beliefs or unsure where they lie there. Or even people that just don't believe it in general. That's okay. Everyone is entitled to their own beliefs and opinions about everything in the world and the universe. But it's kind of like you open up them to spirituality and that spiritual side a little bit more, and to that sense of wonder and curiosity into the unknown. You help people get in touch with their deeper feelings and their sensitive side, their subconscious mind, what their soul is actually longing for. And you help people put them onto an initiation into where they're supposed to be in their own life, just by you sharing your truth. I feel like when you have deep conversations with people, it really changes people's perspectives and the way they look at life in the most beautiful way, where they kind of loosen up a little and they kind of like let go of certain limited beliefs within their subconscious mind. And since this Eight of Cups has an eclipse here, it's like it brings this deep transformational healing to their emotions and their subconscious mind, where they can let go of certain disappointments with the Five of Cups in reverse, that they have been holding on to that is not necessary anymore to hold on to. They can start looking at their life in a more positive light and let go of negative beliefs or thoughts about certain challenges in their life with the Seven of Wands. It's like they learn to surrender and stop resisting certain challenges and look at it in a different perspective or different light, where they can see maybe they're learning something valuable from those situations. I feel like some of you have this visionary mindset. You're able to really envision the life you want to live, and you see things in a pretty positive perspective and light. I feel like you're maybe the type of person to romanticize your life or romanticize your dreams, your goals, the things you aspire to be. And it's kind of like you bring that to other people as well. So, how people feel around you and your vibe and your aura, they firstly feel like they can start letting go of certain limited beliefs and certain emotions that aren't something they want to hold on to anymore. They start to feel a little less resistance to life. They start to feel a little bit more safer and a little bit less alone in the world. It's kind of like, for the first time, I feel like someone actually cares for me. Even if they don't know me, I feel the genuineness and I feel like pile number one actually cares. Then I feel an energy here where with the Ace of Cups, it's like they want to create some type of connection with you, whether it is friendship or romantic or whatever it is. With the Lovers, I feel like people really love you and your vibe. I'm not going to read that as just romantic. A lot of people could be very romantically attracted to your vibe and your aura in a sense where they're kind of seeing you as like marriage material, whereas people in general could, want to be your friend, could want to be around you in your circle, could just love your vibe. And it's the type of love where it's like, I want to be your friend for a very long time, or I want to be around you for a really long time, since we see the Lover's card getting married. But I also take the Lover's card as a deeper commitment and self-love to their self. So it's kind of like you make people feel like they can start to love themselves on a deeper level, like they can start to courageously put themselves out there in their dreams, and it's like they go on some type of initiation to taking steps towards their dreams, their goals and desires, their manifestations, the things they want to bring into this reality. I feel like you have this positive mindset where it's like you help people see even what they deem as impossible is possible, and to put themselves out there and be courageous and kind of like take a leap of faith, let themselves be seen in some way. I feel like people, in terms of your aura, people feel like your vibe is very beautiful and loving and genuine and gentle. People also feel like you are someone that respects yourself and your vibe. So there is an energy here of like although you are sweet and kind, it's like they know not to overstep certain boundaries because it's like you hold yourself to a high standard. So that in turn teaches people a deeper sense of self-love and self-commitment where they start to commit to themselves by following their goals, by taking care of themselves, by letting go of things that aren't serving them. And I feel like most importantly, in terms of how you make people feel in your aura and your vibe, you make people feel less alone in the world. You make people feel like someone actually cares, like someone actually wants to see them thrive, wants to see them grow, wants to see them happy and fulfilled. Like someone actually cares and has a love for them, even if they're a stranger or an acquaintance. It's like you genuinely have that care. And I think how people feel, it's like a mixed emotion here of like letting go of certain things, wanting to go after their dreams. I feel an energy of inspiration. I feel an energy of courageousness that they start to feel, the sense of love, the sense of also thinking back to conversations you've had. I feel like your conversations with people are unforgettable in some way. People always think back to that, especially like after seeing you. It's like they will go over that conversation in their mind the whole time. And I see like people smiling about it. So this is all I have for you, my pile number ones, about how your vibe makes people feel. I really hope that this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number twos. If you chose this Carnelian crystal and the Sacral Chakra card number 3 with Core of Creation, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at how does your vibe make people feel. So I have all your cards here that we're going to use. So we're first going to start out with the Beyond Lemuria Oracle deck. Please only take what resonates, leave the rest. So spirit guides of my pile number twos, how does their vibe make people feel? How does their vibe... Okay, we have card number 42 with Reclaim Your Energy. And we have card number 56 with Vulnerability. At the back of the deck, we have Full Spectrum. So one thing I will say is it's funny that we have the Sacral Chakra here, as well as the Carnelian crystal, because I did not plan that. My boyfriend, sometimes I let him pick up the crystals because I sometimes just like my own ones and I'm like, ooh, I want this. But he's also pretty intuitive and he sometimes doesn't know what the crystals mean. But Carnelian actually does relate to the sacral chakra, if I'm not mistaken, and it relates to that energy of motivation, of sensuality, of, you know, the sacral chakra is the energy of creation because we think of it as our sensual energy that brings us the energy of creation. Whether it is creating an actual baby or creating a reality or actually creating something in our life, building something in our life. The sacral chakra also deals with emotions, which is so funny because the vulnerability card is here. So I feel in terms of your vibe and your aura and your energy field in general, you are someone with a lot of sensual energy, with a lot of this kind of go with the flow type of vibe, but you're also maybe someone that feels things on a deeper level. But that feeling of feeling things on such a deep level and being able to be vulnerable with your own emotions is an ability to really master the emotional realm, is what I'm hearing from Spirit, and to find a sense of gratitude in the full spectrum of emotions. Because all emotions teach us something and show us some type of wisdom and are messengers of what our soul wants for us, or are messengers of something that indicates what wisdom we can find from those emotions. Emotions also help us grow and learn, and although sometimes the more negative emotions are not, well, I say negative emotions in a lighthearted way, but I don't really mean it that way. Quote unquote, negative emotions are not always easy to feel, but they teach us something valuable about life. And like I'm hearing that quote, without rain, there is no flowers. And without the negative emotions, we wouldn't truly appreciate the beautiful emotions. So, shutting off our feelings doesn't only shut off the quote unquote bad emotions, it also shuts off the good emotions that we want to feel. So, I feel this energy of mastery over the emotional realm in your vibe and your aura. If you can hear background noises, I think there's someone drilling something next door. Sorry about that. Um, but the vibe I get from your aura and your vibe is the sense of enlightenment to do with the emotional realm and the sense of wisdom, ancestral wisdom, but also wisdom from this energy of rebirths you have gone through in your own life. You've had a lot of growth and a lot of rebirths, and that didn't come easily to you. I feel like in your aura, all your chakras are coming into alignment, and you yourself are coming into alignment, and I see a lot of the energy of growth. I'm looking at the back of the deck's card, and I'm looking at these plants growing, and I'm kind of like imagining your aura full of like this garden of flowers, symbolizing growth in your vibe, in your aura. But there is also this energy of you shining brightly in your aura. I feel like wherever you go, people see you as someone that shines brightly, someone that is either learning or already embodying the sense of confidence within yourself. This huge amount of sensuality. People may be very attracted to your vibe and your aura in a sensual way and not know why. There is this seductive energy in terms of your vibe and your aura, even when you're not trying to be that way. It's kind of like people feel the sense of attraction towards you. But you also come across in your vibe and your aura as someone that has a lot of emotions, a lot of ambition, a lot of this personal power within you that is powerful, yet at the same time very gentle and flowy. You have this type of go with the flow vibe and this vibe of transformation surrounding you. So I just wanted to take a look at your actual vibe, but I'm also feeling the energies of empowerment with you. So let's take a look at the rest of your tarot cards to see how people actually feel in your vibe. Okay, so spirit guides on my pile twos. How does their vibe make people feel? So this is the Vanessa Tarot. We have the Six of Swords in reverse. I heard the word Minotaur for you. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe it relates to past life energies. If I'm not mistaken, it's a mystical creature, but I could be mistaken. I don't have Google right now because the Wi-Fi is not working. So we have the Ten of Wands. And at the back of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, you are embodying Queen of Cups energy regardless of your gender, because Queen of Cups is an energy of feeling things on a deeper level, but also being super empathic. Due to that, it's like your sensitivity is your superpower, and that's how people see it. People see you as a person with a heart that is cosmic, with a heart that is as deep as the ocean, um, where you have this depth to you. Your energy or your words feel very poetic to people or very creative in some way, um, and very soft and gentle and genuine, but also very compassionate and empathetic. People think you have a big heart. People think you're very sweet. So let's take a look at your tarot cards. How does my pile number two's vibe makes people feel? We have the Hanged Muse showing up first. We have the Six of Wands. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Two of Swords. We have the Ten of Swords. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. And we have the Four of Wands in reverse. At the back of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So this was the Muse Tower. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. So my pile number twos, I'm hearing a Men I Trust song for you. I'm not sure what the actual song is, but I will try leave it in the comments, and if I don't, if I forget, if someone does know the song, just let me know down in the comments. But I'm hearing like the line and I feel the shame from one of her songs. I don't remember what song it was, but it's from Men I Trust. Uh Maybe her songs could be significant to your vibe. Because she has this softness to her voice, but she also has this energy to her where it's gentle and kind of like go with the flow. Her vibe feels very peaceful in terms of her music, and she's also someone that sings from her emotions, is what I can sense from her energies. Um, Maybe some of you like music or like singing or have healing voices, or maybe some of you are creative in some way or love the arts. So, the energy I feel with you in terms of how your vibe makes people feel, your vibe makes people feel like they can open up a little bit more to others. And since I heard that song and I feel the shame, I feel perhaps people that are very drawn to you may deal with a lot of emotions of shame. Shame from childhoods with the Page of Cups. Because I'm seeing an energy here of the inner child. And it's actually funny that I heard that song where she's like, and I feel the shame, because shame actually relates to an emotion that kind of blocks the sacral chakra. So maybe you are someone that opens up and heals people's sacral chakras, their inner childs, but also brings some awareness to what their inner child is feeling at the moment. And it's like comforting. Like your vibe is comforting to people's inner childs, especially people that felt like shameful in their childhoods, or people that felt like they couldn't feel things, people that felt like they had to shut off their feelings or emotions in order to keep the sense of safety. Because sometimes what happens in some people's childhoods is their parents aren't there for them and their emotions, or holding space for them, or kind of just disregard their feelings or emotions, tell them to stop crying, tell them, it's not a big deal. Basically, invalidate their feelings. And what happens is they grow up feeling like their feelings aren't valid or their feelings aren't important, and feeling some sense of shame from their emotions. So I'm feeling like these are the type of people that are very drawn to you for a specific reason, because you have this ability to heal something within, maybe not heal something, but like bring awareness of what their inner child is feeling, and thus it brings a sense of healing and brings a sense of vulnerability where they can start feeling their feelings and emotions in a vulnerable but safe space where your vibe feels very comforting to them and their feelings. It's sort of like people feel like they are a little child again, and you are their mother or father holding them and holding space for them and their feelings. I don't know how to explain why I'm seeing that, but like I'm seeing that maybe you just make people feel safe in terms of your vibe or your aura, and maybe you just have a very nurturing energy that makes people feel like their inner child is being nurtured in some way where they never received that. And with the Four of Wands in reverse, I feel like this may be people that never had a stable childhood or upbringing. And with the Ten of Swords, always felt like either they had to let go of certain feelings they were feeling to survive, or ignore it, or that it wasn't important, or this feeling of feeling almost defeated as a child. So I feel like with the Hang Muse, it's like you get people to see their inner child and what the inner child is feeling for the first time. And with the Six of Swords in reverse, I'm seeing a vision of like a ghost, right? And a ghost, don't worry about this. This is not scary, but it's kind of like a metaphor for something. Just hear me out. So I'm seeing like a ghost like we see in those movies, and this ghost needs to move on, needs to find the light, right? Um this ghost feels confused and lost, and now you have finally brought this ghost to the light, and it can finally move on, but it's been lost for some time. So I see that as a metaphor for the inner child. The inner child has been lost for some time, and maybe not needs to move on, but needs to find inner peace, needs to find the sense of safety and the sense of nurturing, or receive that type of nurturing they never received before. And it's like you give their inner child that type of love just from your vibe, just from your presence, even if you're not hugging a person or being sweet to them. There's something about your vibe that comes across as very loving and nurturing, and it's like you hold space for people and their feelings. I think you also inspire people to feel things on a deeper level because you're so comfortable with your own. It's kind of like you are sort of it's kind of like you are sort of watering them, and they're a flower, and they've been seeking that water their whole life, which is interesting that I'm seeing water because the sacral chakra does deal with the energies of water. So I also see an energy here of heart healing. Like people that have been heartbroken are really drawn to you for some reason. You're able to bring heart healing to people just by being around them in your presence, just by giving them love. There's something about your love that comes across as healing to others when they start to receive that, because they really feel like they are being loved in a very tender way. I'm hearing the word tender. So there is this soft genuinity to you that people feel, and people feel like there's a sense of I can open up my heart. Whether this is friendship, romantic, acquaintances, it feels like people feel very comfortable in your vibe and your aura. They feel like they can open up their heart. They feel like they can open up to you. You may be that type of person where people tell you all their secrets or their life stories because they feel very comfortable and safe with you instantly. And there is also a sense of people also feeling very happy in your aura and your vibe, or around your aura and your vibe. There's a sense of the inner child coming out. After the inner child feels comforted around you, it's like the inner child comes out and plays, and they start to feel the sense of a spark for life, the sense of joy for life, and an energy where they feel a little bit more free. So your energy and your vibe makes people feel sort of like adventurous, sort of like this energy of I'm seeing things clearly for the first time, and things feel like a weight is lifted off my shoulder, and things feel sort of much brighter. Things feel like the sun is coming out again, like springtime is coming back after I've been in winter. So that's how your vibe makes people feel. How your vibe also makes people feel is I feel people that are sort of so people that are drawn to you for a reason, or they're brought into your life for a specific purpose, because I feel you have an energy of a healer. There's something about your energy that makes people feel empowered in some way. So there's something about like people that with the 10 of Wands, especially people that have high expectations on themselves, like people that are sort of like perfectionists or workaholics, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's sort of like they don't feel like they're good enough. There's nothing wrong with it, but in this case I see it as the root reason behind that action is not feeling good enough, and all their achievements with the 6 of Wands aren't really satisfying them, aren't really filling that void within of like not feeling good enough. It's sort of like you help empower people that feel disempowered in their own life, in your energy field, in your aura. Um, I feel like you're that maybe that type of person that always loves to give people compliments, that always loves to make people smile with the words you say, or just your energy is contagious. I feel like when you're happy or when you're smiling or when you're just in a good mood, it's contagious to others where they start to feel like that too. Um, I'm seeing like an image of someone take pictures of their friends, and maybe their friends are feeling sort of like a little bit insecure that day, and you're complimenting them, and they're feeling hyped up, and they're feeling good about themselves, and they're feeling confident in themselves now. Or, let's say someone did something like, let's use the example of school, since we see a woman studying so hard for school here with the 10 of Wands. And let's say, she got 82% on her test. And she's like, oh, I just got 82%. This is so bad. I usually get 90% or an A. And now I got lower than that. And you're like, oh, but this is so good. Blah, 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 blah. And you're complimenting the person. And then they actually start to see their achievements and not look over it with the 6 of Wands. It's like they start to see their achievements in a different way or a different light, where they start to feel more empowered and start to feel like, you know what, I actually did well. I shouldn't beat myself up about this. So there's something here about you helping people reclaim their power, helping people see their successes and see, things about them that make them them and make them, I guess, things about them that make them shine. Like, I'm seeing an image of a child receiving a star on their forehead. It's sort of like people feel like that around you. I don't know what it is with the inner child. Maybe you're just someone that always has your inner child come out and play. But I guess this is all I have for you, my pile number twos. This is how your vibe makes people feel. I really hope that this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number threes. If you chose the strawberry obsidian crystal and the violet flame with card number 52, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at how does your vibe make people feel. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates and leave the rest. We're going to start off using the Beyond Lemuria Oracle deck. So spirit guides of my pile number threes. Spirit guides of my pile number threes. How does their vibe make people feel? We have the card Full Spectrum, card number 26. We have the card Shine Your Light, card number 44. I'm also noticing the healing card wants to come out, so for you, you actually have 4 cards. Let's just move this over. And then at the back of the deck, we have Transformation. So, spirit guides on my pile number threes. How does their vibe make people feel? How does their vibe make people feel? So, we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. How does their vibe make people feel? And we have the Death card. At the back of the deck, we have the Fool card. So, my pile number threes, in terms of your vibe and your aura, I did feel a lot of healing energy with you, which is surprising that the healing card came out. Because when I tapped into your energy, I got like strong goosebumps. And I get that a lot with people that have a lot of light, as we see in the Shine Your Light card. It kind of reminds me of the Star card. And also people that just have a lot of healing energy, people that operate on a higher vibration. I feel you have this energy of mastery within your soul, this energy of transformative. Yeah, there is this transformative energy surrounding you. And that is confirmed by the Death card even, because we had that transformation card at the back of the deck and the Death card, which also represents transformation and rebirth and change. So I feel like you're someone that is always growing, you're someone that is always transforming into the best version of yourself, blooming into the best version of yourself. And that hasn't come easy. It's come through being able to heal yourself and sit with and process certain emotions of your own that sort of feel unbalanced to feel. It's like we don't want to feel those feelings because sometimes it can be really hard to feel, but once we honor ourselves and are able to grow and learn, then the healing happens and the transformation happens. I feel a lot of solar plexus energies with you, and the solar plexus energies is all about self-worth and self-empowerment. So you have this energy of healing your self-worth, healing your self-empowerment in this lifetime, mastering the self-empowerment. Okay, so with the Shine Your Light card, I feel like in this lifetime, in terms of your vibe, you have a lot of light. Where wherever you go, you just shine. You just shine so much. However, I feel this is my pile of people that are so sweet, that shine so brightly that maybe people have tried to dim your light because they see you shine so brightly. With the Two of Pentacles in reverse, it may have made you feel imbalanced at times. Like, maybe one day you're feeling super good about yourself, then someone says something, and then it's like you're feeling low again. I feel like there is certain lessons here in your in your aura I'm seeing about self-empowerment, about learning to shine your light regardless of what others say or think, or regardless of anything, because that's part of your purpose. I feel as you start to remember who you are and what you're fated to do here, what you're destined to do here, you are a light worker. You're meant to shine your light to others by following your true calling, by following what your heart is telling you to do. And as you do this, you are going to take steps of action, inspired action towards where your intuition is taking you. But you're going to be someone that is very well known in this lifetime for what you do. Even if it's not like, for everyone here, it could be different. Someone here could maybe be very creative and could be well known for that. Someone here could be, you know, a doctor, since we see healing energy, and could be very well known for it. You know, it doesn't matter what it is, but the feeling I get here is you have a lot of healing energy and you're meant to shine your light to the world and follow your heart, follow your soul's calling. In terms of your aura and your vibe, because you shine your light so much, I feel like it's also empowering to others and it inspires others. And that's what we're going to talk about now, about how your vibe makes people feel. So I was kind of just reading the energy of your vibe. Let's see now how your vibe makes people feel. So spirit guides of my pile, number 3s. How does their vibe make people feel? We have the 3 of Cups. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. We have the Queen of Swords. How does my pile number 3's vibe make people feel? We have the 8 of Cups. The 5 of Cups in reverse. We have the 9 of Cups. We have the Muse of Materials, which is the King of Pentacles. And I'm noticing for your last card, the Star card wants to come out. So I'm just going to put this here in the middle. At the back of the deck, we have the Hermit. So my pile number 3's, what I feel from your energy field, as I tap into the energy of your reading, just bear with me. I'll get into how people feel in a moment. I feel, like I said, something about the sense of self-empowerment is a lesson you have been mastering for a few past lives now. It is something you are wanting to master in your soul. So with the Star card confirming this energy again, you are meant to shine brightly. You're meant to shine your light to the whole world. And people's reactions may be mixed to it depending on what's inside them. So that's what I want you to know about first. Some people that are a little bit more operating on the sense of envy and jealousy in their energy field may be like moths that are attracted to your light. They may be attracted to your light and intrigued by you, but then they may also want to attack your light because you shine so brightly. However, this is also a lesson to them that allows them to, in the bigger picture scheme of things, transform that energy surrounding envy and jealousy and help them see that envy and jealousy is just their emotions showing them that they'd like to feel the same way, and that they too can feel the same way by empowering themselves. If they are operating on a sense of empowerment and confidence within themselves, then they are going to look at you shine brightly and they're going to be inspired by you. They're going to be in awe of you. They're going to be like, whoa, pile number 3, who is that person over there? There's something about pile number 3. That's what I'm hearing people say. There's something about pile number 3 that's different, that's unique, that stands out. Like, I'm so drawn to pile 3 and I'm intrigued by them. And their energy makes me feel good, makes me feel bright. It's like you're that star that lights up the whole world, that inspires everyone around you. I feel like the inspiration for some of you are creative and you have people surrounding you that are very, very inspired by your creativity or by the steps you've taken towards your goals and your dreams. And since you are showing up as the muse of materials here, which is the King of Pentacles, you are physically inspiring people. You are like a muse to others in terms of your vibe and aura that allows others to also meet themselves on a deeper level and walk the path towards their goals and their higher calling and where they wish to be with the Nine of Cups and this genie lamp here. So it's like people see you maybe gaining certain wishes or manifestations as you take steps towards your goals and where your soul desires to be, and people see you on your journey and that physically inspires them to take steps towards that too. Regardless of what it is that you are doing, because there are so many of you here. Some of you may be destined to be spiritual healers. Some of you are doctors. Some of you are teachers, I'm hearing. Some of you are chefs. But regardless of what I say here about who you are destined to be, there are so many of you here that I also don't want to give such specific information because it's not going to resonate with everyone. What I want you to know, the most important thing to take is to follow what your soul and what your heart is calling you to take steps towards. And if you are already doing that, then you are already in your purpose. You're already... I'm seeing another card from the Starseed Oracle deck, clairvoyantly, of like double mission, light worker, Starseed, serve the world by being you. Let me just quickly get it and show you. So this is the card here. So unfortunately we don't have space here. I'm not sure where I'm going to put it, but maybe let's put it here because I already spoke about the Muse of Materials and the Nine of Cups. So it's like you also inspire others to reach the sense of transformation within themselves, because I feel like you are also someone maybe very self-aware. So I feel like the main emotion here that Spirit wants me to focus on is inspiration and this feeling of you being like a muse to others, where they also want to fulfill their own purpose and they also want to find what it is that makes them shine and makes them feel empowered within themselves. You may be that type of person that is always hyping up your friends or always making people around you feel good about themselves and help them see, star qualities within themselves, talents within themselves that they never realized they had, or help them see how they shine too in their own beautiful, unique way. So, since you are such a self-aware person, you're very aware of how your emotions affect you. I feel like you have one foot in the spiritual realms and one foot in the physical realms. And it is like you are that person that also inspires others to transform themselves in some way. So I feel like the main emotion here people get from you, from your vibe and your aura, is inspiration. The sense of like them seeing you heal yourselves and maybe want to understand themselves on a deeper level, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, understand what their body, mind, soul needs, and give it to themselves, but also Maybe even as you speak to people, it's like they see maybe certain things within themselves. Since your energy is so healing, you may speak to someone and unintentionally trigger them, but it's not a bad thing if we look at it from a higher perspective with the full spectrum card. Because it's like with the Five of Cups in reverse, I'm looking at the woman holding onto the moon, and there's like a tear dripping down her face. I feel like sometimes you may trigger certain emotions within people that they've been holding on to that they had no idea they were holding on to. And it's like their soul is wanting to release that, which is why they encountered you on that day. And when they release that, because your energy is so healing, they feel like a weight is lifted off their shoulders and they feel a little bit more free in a sense. So there's a sense of like, it's not a bad thing because when you look at it in a bird's eye perspective, it wasn't you that caused them to feel that. You just brought that feeling out. Spirit is showing me an example. Maybe this is for my doctors here because I keep feeling an energy of a doctor here. Um, like, if someone has something in their body that needs to be released, it's like the doctor needs to get it out in order for that person to be healthy again. Spirit is showing me a same energy for emotions. So there's something also about your voice that is pretty healing to people with the Queen of Swords. And I feel like there is a sense of people feeling this deep sense of peace within themselves when you speak. This deep sense of healing, trust, and safety. I feel like people feel safe in your presence. People feel peace and calm. People also feel a lot of sweetness from you. Like in the way that you talk, you're very sweet with your words and the things you say. But there's also this vibe of like, with the Queen of Swords, people know not to mess with you or to cross certain boundaries with you. I feel like there is also the sense of you making people feel safe and slow down and enjoy the moment right now. Like, let's say the Knight of Swords in reverse. I feel like this may be people that are too much in the go, go, go energy, like always busy, and it's like they haven't taken time to rest or haven't taken time to really be in the present moment. There's nothing wrong with being busy, but I feel like there's something here where you balance them out and help them experience the present moment and not worry about the future or the past. So there's something here about you bringing people into the present moment as well, in terms of how your vibe and aura makes people feel. And it's kind of like I'm just enjoying the present moment, not worrying about the future or the past. So this is what I see in your reading, my pile number threes. I really hope that this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye!